Hi everyone, welcome back to Readings with Sam. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you can stay updated on all the amazing energies that are coming through on this channel. Please feel free to leave a comment as well because I love to hear from you guys. I love to see what resonates, what doesn't, what's coming up for you. Whenever you're hearing this is when you need it most, so even though these are daily energies that I'm reading on, even if you're watching them a year from now, a month from now, a day from now, you are hearing this whenever you needed it most. Also, and always remember to follow your intuition, take what resonates, and leave the rest. So today's exciting because it's a new moon. It's also Jupiter in retrograde starting for the next 5 months. Now don't worry about retrogrades, okay? They happen every single year with like every planet. It's just a time for us to move inwards and really focus on the thing that the planet is kind of, that the planet represents. So Jupiter, for example, is all about abundance, higher learning, prosperity, the teacher. So this is the time to really look at our abundance mentality. So the new moon, if you follow tropical astrology, is in Leo, and if you follow sidereal astrology, it's in Cancer. So whichever one resonates more with you, you know, look up where it's starting in your chart because it's going to tell you a lot about what this new moon is really in alignment to manifest for yourself, depending on where the moon is falling in your chart. So let's get into today. Today's reading, always on a new moon, is very fun because it encompasses the day energy, but also kind of this whole entire next cycle. So I'm really excited because the deck that wanted to speak to us is the Crystal Mandala Oracle by Alana Fairchild, and I really love this deck because I really feel like this deck brings a lot of peace and serenity to anything that's going on in your life. I feel like that is the main thing that it's helped me with, is it really brings sense to maybe things that may be chaotic or things that we can't really figure out what's going on. This deck is really good at just kind of giving a little bit of comfort and spiritual truth that may be underneath an experience that you're moving through. So let's go into, oh, my unicorn fell down. Let's get into the reading of the day. Okay, so this energy is a really cool energy. These are both Ascended Masters. So this deck is really cool because it's split up into 3 different suits. It's set up into angels, Ascended Masters, and goddesses. And I feel like each one really has different energies. And with the Ascended Masters are seen to be people that, like real human beings that live, that were able to gain some sort of mastery in this life and were able to rise up to the next level of consciousness with that level of mastery and are able to now help us. And because their consciousness has expanded beyond kind of human consciousness because of this level of mastery, we can call upon them to help us gain and help us refine our own skills towards whatever specific thing we are working towards. So the first card, and this is kind of the energy overall, and again, this is the energy overall today, which is Thursday, July 28th, 2022, and also this new moon energy overall for the next 28 days is represented by Ascended Master Merlin and Mystic Merlinite. Read the energy. Now, I love this energy. If you already connect to Merlin or already kind of have him kind of in your consciousness, then this is really a time where he's working with you actively. He was seen as a mystic, a magician, a wizard, a literal, like, living being that was like so well. Okay, actually Merlin is interesting because it's really actually not known if he was a real person or a group of people, or, you know, like he was a real person, but like, you know, the name and the personification of Merlin has kind of like accumulated to be like larger than life kind of thing. So there are these things about Merlin energy where we don't really know much about him, but that's kind of the whole thing about his entire being, is it's very mysterious, just like how this intangible energy that connects all of us together is very mysterious and unknown and not really tangible. So just because it's not tangible, it's so hard to differentiate, or it's hard to trust, right? It's something that me and my fiance were speaking about the other day, was about how these larger than life energies like Merlin, like Jesus Christ, like Buddha, like whatever, come to people, and it's described to be the same type of energy or same group of colors or whatever. And why is that? Even if someone hasn't seen or it has no association with that energy in real life, because that's how we would usually describe it. We'd be like, well, you know, that person saw that energy because maybe they saw a picture of it when they were like 3 years old, so it's in their subconscious. And sometimes that's not the case. Sometimes it really is this energy that's outside of ourselves that we don't know how to explain. And that's the energy of Merlin and Mystic Merlinite, is really that your ability to read energies and to grasp energies and to read them accurately is growing. And so trust in that, because it's going to lead you to better things. And this is where we feed into the advice. The advice is represented by Ascended Master Kuthumi and Moss Agate. Sacred ecosystem. So sacred ecosystem represents literally a ecosystem. Ecosystems are systems in nature that are made up of all kinds of diversity, yet they all work together to create this one amazing system. And essentially reading the energy and being able to connect to your heart space and really follow your intuition and really learn, you know, which relationships are good for me, which ones are not good for me, is going to help lead you to this space of a sacred ecosystem, of community, of people, of a space, of a literal place in the world where you feel like you really belong there, where you feel like you're actively contributing something, where you feel really wanted and needed and fulfilled. And that's really the overall theme of this energy today, is that your intuition is growing, your sense of self is getting more sturdy, your self-love practices are getting stronger and being set at more of a priority. And because of this, and because you're being called to tap into it more, you're going to be led to a community and sacred ecosystem and a place where you feel really loved and belonged. And that's really going to start unveiling itself and unfolding throughout this new moon cycle for you. And it's really interesting that it came up in both Leo and Cancer. So for example, if you're a tropical astrology person, Leo is all about king of the jungle. That leadership energy also rules the 5th house of self-expression and creativity and that inner child and that showmanship. And I know we see Leos a lot as like these like showstoppers and all that stuff, but really Leo is just about that energy of being able to express your unique self and unique gifts. And with sacred ecosystem, this is really important to find a community that really accepts you for who you truly are and actually can utilize, or really can encourage you to utilize, your unique talents that are very unique to you, that is needed in the world and is needed in this space. If we look at Cancer energy, if you're more a Sidereal astrology person or a Vedic astrology person, Cancer rules the home, the family, finding family. Talk about freaking sacred ecosystems, our bloodline, right? So this might be a great time to set intentions about finding a soul family or healing connections within your family, or inserting yourself back into your family system in a space where you can be utilized for other people's needs and wants and things like that, and really be a part of the system that can really get things working. So overall today, it's really, really great energy. It's really healthy. I feel like it's really great just for new moon stuff. It's very encouraging. Of course, if you can get your hands on Mystic Merlinite or Moss Agate, those are the 2 crystals that are represented by these 2 masters, then that's really going to help you if one or the other really resonated, or that you feel like you need extra help on. So for example, like you may feel like, you know, you got your community, but reading the energy has been just really hard as far as like community dynamics, and and things like that, because, you know, that can be a whole thing. Then, you know, you can maybe get Merlinite that can help you kind of tap into like your psychic senses and see like what's going on, you know, or vice versa. Maybe you have a great time reading the energy. Like, actually, that's not a problem at all, but finding an ecosystem and finding a community that really accepts you for all of you and who you are could be a little difficult. So again, finding Moss Agate. Also, again, working with these masters, if they've been coming up for you, Master Merlin, Master Kuthumi, really good time to work with them more or call on them. Or if you've already been working with them, just know that there's going to be more healing there, or there's going to be more activation there. So, yeah. So before I go, I want to talk about new moon rituals. This is a really great time to talk about them. So new moon rituals is all about writing down things that you would love to manifest for you over the 28-day cycle. So in new moon wishes, it could be things that are intangible, like, you know, I pray for abundance, you know, and that can mean a million different things, or it can be very tangible, like I pray to find a new job. And you can phrase it however you like, whatever feels comfortable and resonates with you. And you can even say things like affirmations like I am starting my new job, or I am traveling to Costa Rica for free, or whatever you want. With new moons, it's always fun to do two types of wishes, some that can actually manifest within a month, and some that, you know, take some time, but it's good to like just keep reminding yourself and keep that goal on your list. I always recommend to not do more than 10, because you don't want to call in everything in the world all at once, right? And also, again, if you're into astrology, if that resonates with you, go check out your chart, because that will really help you to see where the moon is and where it can really help you kind of just like get the ball rolling, for example. And I personally do wishes for both, because why not, you know? So sometimes I'll do like 3 wishes, and 3 long-standing wishes that are just like, you know, continuous. So like I'll do 3 wishes for Leo. So Leo is my 9th house, for example. So that's a lot of like travel, higher education. So I'm probably going to put wishes for some sort of travel. I'm traveling this month, so perfect timing, right? If I'm doing stuff for Cancer, Cancer lands in my 8th house, I'm pretty sure. And so I will probably pray for healing in some way, deep subconscious healing. I'll probably do it around, I'll probably do my own reading, but also do stuff around sacred ecosystem, or around reading the energy, past life healing, things like that, just 8th house. So yeah, so that's some suggestions, and just write it down and keep it somewhere, keep it safe, keep it under your bed, put it under your pillow, and just let it, like, plant it, you know, like plant it like you're planting a seed for a garden. So I hope this message helps. I hope you guys have a wonderful new moon today. Have fun manifesting all your amazing desires, and yeah, really tap into your intuition and really trust that your intuition is guiding you to a really healthy and amazing community that's really going to accept you with open arms and love you and make you feel very wanted in the world. So I hope you all have a wonderful day. I'll see you all tomorrow.